Hello and welcome to Ryan's Family Amusement. We have a special doubleheader on store for you today. We have in the A division, raise your hands, Justin Waters and Pete Rischitelli. And in the C division, we have George Tsoumbanas and Ashlee Breton. Thank you. And now the A bowlers have elected to go first, and they will be going so in just a moment. We are also going to be appearing live on TikTok, if you prefer that jab. We have a new front cam with pin cams. I'm Bob Lee. Justin Waters, first in the division, first in the conference. Going against Pete Rischitelli. Coming up from Cape Cod. Waters in on the head pin with his first ball. Why don't we show their scoreboard first? Rischitelli off to the right on the 3-pin. Diamond leave for Waters. He carried an average as high as 133 this season. Now around 130. Rischitelli for the spare. He's got sleeper in the back. Wide left. It's a little bit of action. Not bad. Down to the head pin. He'll be throwing for 10 though. And that'll be a 9. Justin? Waters has a good look at a spare on 4. But gets a jump. It's tough when the wood is near the wall. If it drives it all into the wall, it will skip like that. And he's going to be open in the second. Rischitelli finds the head pin, everything but the 10 falls. That'll be a 10 for Waters. Matching 10s, Rischitelli. Rischitelli's in on the right of the head pin as half Worcester. Waters, a 2-pinner, 51%er. 2 and 4. It's gone. That'll be an 8 for Rischitelli. Nine on the first ball. My apologies while I set up the scoreboard. I'm left on my own here today, as Danny Finn wouldn't help me score. A 10 for Waters as Pete Rischitelli enters with a spare. He's at 37 of all. Waters at 47. Okay. I think we're going to move back to the front view and adjust that scoreboard at the half. Rischitelli on the fill takes 3. He's at 40 through 4. Waters 48 through 4 after the 10. Takes the head pin but can't break up the 3 and 1. He'll have half in the 50s. Pete is going to need 10 to get to 50. Third ball coming up for both gentlemen. That'll be a 9 and 57 for Waters. And a 9 for 49 for Rischitelli. Here are our C bowlers. Ashlee Breton came in as a substitute for Caitlin Finn, who was injured. And she finds the head pin with a thin blow, leaving a 2 and 1. George Tsoumbanas. Also on the head pin, this on the right side, he's got a 3 and 1 split. The baby split for Breton comes in nicely and makes the spare. We're gonna get our traditional scoreboard up in just a moment. And how about that? A 3 and 1 pickup for Tsoumbanas. These are C bowlers. That was a 4 and 1. Oh my goodness. Tsoumbanas, pretty pickup. Breton in the bonus comes in right for 4 on the right side, 14 in the first. Ashlee just misses on her spare attempt. George had 6 on his fill and still has 6 for his third ball. George for the 10, he makes it. Ashlee took 9, she's at 23. Six on the first ball for Breton. Tsoumbanas finds the left pocket and takes 8. He was open in the second. He's at 26. Has a 3-pin lead in this matchup. Ashlee open in the third with a 10. George takes 9. He's at 35-32 in this matchup there through 3. Oh, left side breaks up nicely. Breton will have a good look at a spare on the 10-pin with wood adjacent. George finds the head pin thin, and look at that, the left side broke up for George too. Both bowlers looking at the 10 pin. 3-pin lead for George, and that was in the channel. That'll be a 9. Justin Waters goes up to fix the score. And George misses on his spare attempt also. He has a third look at a 10, however. 41 for Breton through 4, and 44 for George. Okay, Ashlee has the diamond, center diamond. Tsoumbanas starting from the right-hand side. Brings his right to left ball over the head pin onto the 2. Beautiful shot. Diamonds are very difficult. George, a good bid at the spare, but he'll be open as Ashlee is. She's looking at this for a 51. She'll take 50. And George will take a 51. So a 1-pin lead there. The C bowlers, let's see if we can bring our scoreboard onto the screen. As Justin Waters sets up on lane 3. Pete Rischitelli on lane 4 to the right. My right, your left. As we look at that camera, let's try this camera for a second. Both bowlers are open in the 5th. Waters with a 7-pin lead. Favorite bowler carrying an average at 130. Rischitelli's under 120. He has the picket fence, the back row, with 2 pieces of decent wood for it. How about that? Oh, he moved the wood in front of the 9 and 10. Waters has same leave minus the 8-pin. Ball comes out. Moved directly across and in front of the 7, but he's open in the 6th. That'll be 10. Rischitelli was in the channel. He'll take 8. 67-57. Put my traditional scoreboard in there. I can't manage the new vertical scoreboard. Well, I'm calling it. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, both bowlers will be open in the 7th. Rischitelli takes 9, 66 through 7. Waters, 10, adds another one to the lead. 77-66. Through 8, through 7, complete. Waters with a big blow. The hammer in the 8th. 9 for Pete. Can't make good on the 9 drop. Nice head pin shot. Triangle shakes but stands on the right. Waters in the strike. Right side, half Worcester 2. One still coming. Eight for the fill in the 8th, 95-75, a 20-pin lead as Rischitelli is good on his spare. No, that's not good. My apologies, I play with this. Tried to set it up in a different way today. Did not work. Rischitelli now, strike on spare. Waters! And a matching pair of strikes in the 10th. Now Rischitelli, 95-5, is down 10 as he's at 105-10. Almost a double for Rischitelli. That's your double. Spare on strike, and he's going to lose, but nice bid. Peter with 40 pins in the last two. Goes from 75 to 115, but Waters matches. Almost matches as he puts up a 10 and a 27, 37 pins in his last two, and he wins 132 to 115. Now we've got our scoreboard set. We might be able to follow the action a little more closely. A 17-pin lead. George Tsoumbanas on the right. Both bowlers were open in the 5th. Looking at some odd leaves here. Caleri for Tsoumbanas. Just misses the 7-pin. And this is a spread eagle leave for Breton. Coming in, right side of the head pin. That'll be a 7. 57. Tsoumbanas with the 10 is at 61. Our C bowlers in the 6th box here, alternating. Bowlers agreed to, as they can with any match being announced. For the viewers' sake, the C bowlers stay together and the A bowlers stay together. Tsoumbanas takes out the back row. He's got the, oh, beautiful late action. Breton with a 9 drop. 3 stands. Diamond for George. Wide left, and Ashlee's open as well. Ashlee picks up 1 on that exchange, 9-8. She's at 66. George at 69. Very close, coming down. The last 3 boxes. George in on the head pin. Ashlee misses but takes out 7. She's got the 1, 2, and 8 in the back. George aiming at the single. That's a spare. Ashlee finds the head pin just a little thin. So that'll be an 8 as there's a sleeper pin back there for Ashlee. She's at 74. George at 79 and a ball in the 8th. Grabs 8. Good action. The plates are super clean here. George is at 87. Just 2 to play. Ashlee with a beautiful pickup on the spare. She's taken out 3 on that first. George is open, so it is not a decided match. Now 96 through 9 for George. And Ashlee is at 85 officially. And 6 on that. Phil gets her up to 91. She's trailing by 6 through the 9th. George is going to be open. Ashlee, oh! What a run. And it looks like George Tsoumbanas will win the first match with a 104. Ashlee with a 100. Just couldn't have thrown that better at the triangle in 1. Welcome if you just joined us. We're moving into the second string now. Justin Waters bowl first on your left facing the screen. Grab 6, 1, 2, 4, and 9. Pete Rischitelli, who had a 115 in the first, trails by 17. Beautiful ball, and the triplet on the left. The 4-pin was taken by the 2, bouncing off the wall. Spare for Waters. Start things off here in the second. Rischitelli open. Takes 10. Eight on that fill for the bonus. Nine drop to the 10 for Rischitelli. Once had 18 object pins in a row. Waters completes his second spare in a row. He's at 28 in a ball. Very quietly bowled a 132 in the first. Oh, Rischitelli with that, the mush ball, moving left to right, a little bit overcooked. The lane cam has him at 25.5 miles an hour as the ball crosses. Justin Waters at 34.7 as the ball crosses the head pin. How about that? A strike 3 marks in a row. Waters now 48 and 2 balls. And a matching strike for Rischitelli. He's at 30. Another beautiful breaker. Down to the 5 and 9. Another bonus ball coming up. Rischitelli. That's a big fall. Both bowlers now looking at 2 pinners on their strikes. Waters makes good. Spare, and that's 4 in a row. He's at 68 through 4. Rischitelli, that left to right ball is grabbing the lane. It's tough. He bowls at Union Street on Tuesdays where the balls grab significantly differently, and also probably in Falmouth. Every lane will grab your ball a little differently when you have that big curve. Anyway, that was a 9 fill and a 9, so he's at 48. And Waters, off the head pin, grabs 5 more. Rischitelli's first leaves a split, and Waters will be open. 4 marks and an open box in the 5th for Waters. Average pro bowler has 3 spares and a strike. Actually 9/10 of a strike per game. Waters already matched that. Takes 10 and 83.5. For the man with the highest average in Massachusetts right now. 58, very decent half for Rischitelli. Came in trailing by 17 at the beginning of the game. Sure. Now on to our C bowlers. Ashlee Breton moved to lane 4. She trails by 4 after the 104 to 100. String 1. Okay, Ashlee has a good look at a 3-pinner. Not this time. Ashlee takes 8 to start things off here in the 2nd string. And George, that'll be a 7. Nice aggressive approach for Breton. George following with a similar pace. Threw that one 27 miles an hour. Ashlee's getting it out at 21. Great bid. Got the head pin and the 8. 9 and 10 remain. Tsoumbanas with the post. On the other side of the 4 horsemen. How about that? Tsoumbanas with a big spare in the 2nd. So, C bowlers began the season with averages under 102. George is right around there. A bowlers, of course, are in the top lane. So George picks up 9 on that spare. He's at 26. Breton at 17 through 2. Will be open. She's got the 1-9. It's 2 feet between those pins. They look like they're a pair. George just wide left. It's right to left ball. A touch too far. 25 through 3 for the home bowler, Ashlee Breton. George at 36, his lead 11. 3 boxes into the second string. Ashlee on the 10 pin. George sets up all the way over. His leg is touching the ball return on the right side. He bowls out of Union Street. He's in the Tuesday Night League with Pete Rischitelli in that one, and yours truly. Breton still has a 3-1 with her third ball coming up. George for the spare. Left it out there a little bit. But he changed his pace a little on that one. Ashlee fixes hers for a 9. She's at 34. And George takes 10 and adds 1 to his lead. He's at 46. Up by a dozen. Breton, great ball. Not a great leave, though. 5 and dime. George. Just a whisker over the front pin. Breton hits the left side of the 5, but didn't hit it quite thin enough. Here's George with a Caleri. He made the post a moment ago, but not this time. So 1 mark in the C match in the first half. Ashlee has to make the call on that one. She's gonna, that one's a foul. Okay, so that'll be a 9 and 43 half for Breton. And George with a 9 and a 55 half. Send you back to the front view. The lighting not ideal with the ceiling lights coming in. Switch that back. Rischitelli open in the 5th with a 58. Justin open after 4 spares. Throwing that 39-mile-an-hour ball that goes 35 where it meets the pins. Just off the head pin. Rischitelli, what a piece of work! He had the 2 in front of the 3 and he converted it with the help of the right wall. He's at 68. Waters open in the 6th. At 92. For the conference leader. 92-68. 41 pin match lead. 24 in the game. Rischitelli. Thin strike on the head pin. 7 in the fill. 75. Waters. Back in the left pocket. Just misses his strike. Looks like the 6 pin out. No, that's a 9 pin. I think that's a 9 pin. Rischitelli, the wood, tripped off the wall and in front of the 10, and Waters is open in the 7th. $10 for 85 for the Cape resident, and a 10 for 102 through 7 for Justin Waters, who started work here at Ryan's Family Amusement. The golf pro out of the Marlboro Country Club. But in the winter, he has decided to work here, and he's just kind of an inspiration to the bowlers everywhere. He's got the highest average, like I said, in Massachusetts. He drops another strike. He's taking a break, 3 open boxes, a strike in the 8th. He's at 112. Rischitelli will be open. $9.95. 15 over. He's already got enough pins to catch his handicap, but that's not going to be enough. Waters is already 32 over plus 2 balls. A 32 over bowler would be 132 if he got all 10s the rest of the way. A bouncer on the right side on a double, the second double of the match. Waters building a legend for himself here in this season. Now at 132 plus balls. Got still working on the second ball in the 8th, which of course will be the first fill in the 9th. Oh no, that one counted 3 times and it was worth 2. So 134 plus fills. Rischitelli got himself up to 103 in the through 9. And 8 total in the second fill. Puts him at 142. Through 9 complete. And Rischitelli and the 10 gets him to 113. Last ball, why not a 10? A 152 for Waters. $56 pin lead. He had a 132 in the first. He's now at 284 to 228. George is right. Ashlee on the head pin. Down to the 2-4. Has a good look. She's trailing by 12. Spare would help her cover a lot of that. Here it is. No, just a little bit left. She will be open in the 6th. George Tsoumbanas won the first game by 4 pins. Both bowlers taking 10 in the 6th. 53, welcome if you just joined us. Coming to you live on the Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. I'm Bob Lee, George Tsoumbanas. Looking at neither bowler with a mark in the 7th. This is the C matchup. We have a doubleheader. Justin Waters and Pete Rischitelli. Waters bowling in fine form tonight. Scores of 132 and 152. Rischitelli 115 and 113. George Tsoumbanas and Ashlee Breton, C bowlers. Had a bowl to a 104-100 game in the first. Tsoumbanas taking that one. He's now at 73 through 7. Ashlee at 63 through 7. A 3 and 2 split. George with the 10, he's at 83. Adds 4 more to that lead. Oh boy, that's that Woolworth special again. George hit that buzzsaw, the little 3-pinner. Oh! The Woolworth special taken by Breton. She's not done. That's what she needed in the 9th. George at 91, Ashlee at 79 and a ball, both through 9 now. A little light on the fill though. That looks like a 3. Yep, could be an 82. Keeps the lead under 10 though. But she doesn't make the mark, and George is going to win the 2nd game. With a 101-91 finish in game 2. So we get ready for the start of the third string now. I'll try to clean up the board. Working alone today. And Micah Imperato helped me set up the extra cameras today, but also had a vertical scoreboard that I couldn't work. Anyway, Waters has the 4 horsemen for a spare in the first. Almost got the bounce to work on the head pin off the left side. $10 for Waters. Rischitelli with the 8. See if we can get the switch to work. Waters coming in. Just realized my pin cam wasn't working on the rear view. My apologies, guys. Waters open in the second. Rischitelli with the 4 and 10. Nope. 10. 4 goes down gently. And Waters, perfect through 2 in the sense of candlepin. Spread eagle for Waters. The third. Rischitelli comes in. The mush ball starts left of the head pin, then swings over to the right side. Drops 7 down to the triangle on the left. Waters through the bunny hole. Rischitelli looking to take his first lead. Nope. Just right. Six in the third for Justin, who finished as the Southern Conference champion and lost in a dramatic final where Matt Susi dropped a triple strike in the final 5 boxes to beat him narrowly. Waters back in the head pin. It's 9 to fall. Rischitelli. Another ball on the right side. Has a different look at 3 pins this time. It's the triplet. Waters catches the spare 36. Rischitelli wide on that one. There it was. But that'll just be for a 10. 36 through 4. Repeat. Waters is in the bonus. His first mark here in the 4th. Not bad with the 2 pieces of wood. That's the Castle lead, that 5, 6, 10. 4, 5, 7 and the 5, 6, 10 are demonic leads. Usually requiring wood. Anyway, 7 on the fill, 43 through 4, open in the 5th. $10 and a 53 half for Waters. A 46 half for Pete. All right, I'm going to try to switch back to the rear view. Breton thrown in on the right side. That's where the cropping is wrong. All right, that should be fixed now. Tsoumbanas, who knocked down 1, makes the 9-pin spare. He had only taken the 10 on the first ball, but Ashlee takes 10. Tsoumbanas with the spare. Looking to open up a lead with his first bonus ball. Ashlee punches out the 4 and 2. George finds the 1-3 pocket A little thin for 15 in the first. Three-step approach. Beautiful shot. Tsoumbanas, 2 marks in a row. 25 and a ball. And Breton, 2 10s in a row. She's at 20. That should be a 0. Breton, 4 horses, followed about a 36% rate for Pro Bowlers. Tsoumbanas takes another 5. He's had 2 5-fills. This one a little trickier. Cleary leave with wood. Breton's a good bid. George finds his spot, and it goes! The wood tangled into a net. That's 3 spares in a row for Tsoumbanas. He's at 40 through 3. Ashlee finally left a couple pins on the deck. 28 as she drops 9 on her first ball of the fourth. Nice look at determination there. All right, George breaks with his pattern, gets 6. I was gonna, it looked like the 7th might fall, but 46. 2 15s and a 16. Ashlee open. This is the one, this single pin. And George can't make any magic happen this time. All right. Tsoumbanas with an 18-pin lead through 4, behind 3 spares. Breton with a good ball. Oh my. All right, that wood is a little tricky. She's gonna have to hit it in the eyeball, punch it in the eye. Five pin stands alone. Probably the, oh yeah. She got it to pinch. She hit the side instead, kind of hit it on the cheekbone, but it was good enough to leave a, oh, George Tsoumbanas with his 4th mark. He converted on the lambda leave. He's a, what a side. 65 and a ball for Tsoumbanas and Ashlee. Some good one at 47 and a ball. Rischitelli open with a 46 and good pins. Waters with 1 spare. He's open in the 5th. Splashes that ball. He gets a nice break. Just the 7 pin as the 9 fell late. Rischitelli uses the tip of the wood. Can't finish the shot. Oh, Justin misses. Both bowlers open in the 6th. A 7-pin lead for Waters, who took the first 2. Make it 8 now. We're at the midpoint. Waters was at 339 after 2.5. Rischitelli at 274. Would translate into about a 670 or so for Waters through 666. So 673. Oh, Rischitelli in the pocket on the four horsemen. Got to jump off the wall with one of the pieces. Waters full on that. He had the triplet in front of the triangle. Got the triangle to fall in the back. Rischitelli 10 in the 7th. Waters 9. They've each got 19 through 2 on the back. Oh no. That is the 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. A gruesome sight. Waters a little bit thin on that, but beautiful 39-mile-an-hour ball out of his hand, 35.7 at the head pin. Rischitelli, good bid with the wood, still with 2 and 1 though. Waters eliminates the triangle, has his second mark. And a 9-pin lead plus a ball. Waters on the mark. How about that? How about that? A strike. 7 was the last to fall. Strike on spare. Anytime you see a spare on strike or a strike on spare, you just add 20 to the bowler's score. Leave whatever mark is behind. 102 through 9. Rischitelli at 82. He's had 3 splits and doesn't have any balls right now. Oh, actually, George, it was the ball that was returning to him. That's what he said. Thought he was calling for a ball. The ball that was in the channel now. Beautiful, a little too full on the head pin. A 4 and 2 split. Waters on the strike, Phil. Got 7 in a awkward little 1-8-10. Rischitelli hit it just right. Nothing else he could do. Waters 8 on the fill. 110 through 9. Rischitelli at 91 was open on that string. And a 119. Waters now leads 6-0. A 28-pin victory. The score hasn't come up there officially. There it is. All right, George Tsoumbanas, both bowlers on a spare. George had, oh my goodness, 9 on his fill. Ashlee with a good 7 fill, but she managed to fall a little further behind on that. George had spares in the first, second, and third, open in the fourth, but that one is not. And Ashlee picks up the second spare there. So George's was a foul. for a 9 in the 6th, which puts him at 83. Ashlee, who had 7 on her fill, is at 54 and a spare in the 6th. We're cut. Three on that fill. Both bowlers open in the 7th. George with 4 marks. Takes an 8 there. Breton. Good bid on the 2-pinner, but she'll take a 9. 91, 76. Oh my, tough split for Breton. George, this is the head. Oh no, she almost converted. That was a looking for her second 5 and dime. And the wood was the only thing that fouled her up. And look at that, that's a 10. That was a great 10. Pair of 10s there. 101 through 8 for George. Behind 4 marks. Breton with 2 marks is at 86. It's a big game for George, though. He carries an average around 102. And look at that one. His 5th mark, and Breton with her 3rd mark. Wow, these guys this is some fine bowling out of the C division. Bowling more like strong Bs right now. So 8 on the mark. Tsoumbanas, he's at 119. Breton got 5, get her to 101 through 9. Both bowlers open in the 10th. And another 10 and a 129 for Tsoumbanas. Wow. And Breton with a tough loss on a 107, which would lead a 107 average would lead the division. Tough loss there. Great job, George. Move to the 4th string. And Waters, again, starts on lane 4. How about that? Starts things off with another strike. He has 2 doubles. And at least 1 other. Haven't been keeping track. By the way, he had a 403 in his first 3. Rischitelli looking for the spare. Open in the 1st. Waters now on the strike. Comes in Littleton on the left side. 6 on that ball. Triangle and 1. Rischitelli has a 2-pinner and 1. So he plays it. He's playing the wood out. How about that? What a shot from Waters. Spare on strike. 30 and a ball through 2. No magic there. Grabs the head pin and hits the curtain with it. In a clinic from Waters. Up until there. That's a 4 fill, 34. Rischitelli breaks up the split as a triplet on the left. Waters on it again. That is where speed comes in handy. That the pin coming off the sidewall. Oh no, Rischitelli just by about a quarter inch. I think the 3-pinner was ready to fall if he'd nicked it. Waters is spared in third, takes another 6, and has a 50 through 3 at Rischitelli. Puts them all in the pit. Nothing, a couple strikes from picks. Waters the 6th fill. Has a 9 in the 4th, 59. Yeah, a strike in the first, spares in the second and the third, and a 9 in the 4th. Rischitelli with his first mark at 36 in a ball. And 2 balls. Waters with a tough split, no wood. Okay, not bad off the miss on the right. 7. And another ball coming. 2 pieces of wood between the 1, 7, and 9. It's like the high-low mini jack. Okay, 8 on the fill. Third ball in the 5th from Waters. He's open. 67 in that half. He has scores 132, 152, and 119. And Rischitelli takes a 9 for 53. Not bad, but not enough to keep up with Waters. Nine drop and a shaking 9-pin for Breton. On lane 4, Tsoumbanas. Goes that one a little bit right of the 3-pin. Oh, Breton trails 6-0 in this match. Can't make good on that 9 drop, but really promising first ball. 9 apiece after 1. Tsoumbanas scores a 104, 101, and 129.
leads 6-0 over Breton, who has 191 and 107. There's another good ball, just a hair left, and that'll be a post. Tsoumbanas from the right side of the left lane catches the head pin thin. That's a baby split with wood to help. Nope, open that time. Breton, good, great bid. Starts with a pair of nines.
Oh, wow. Only you knew that.
George grabs a 1-pin lead through 2 here in the 4th string.
But George, isn't it nice that they're not all looking at you to go fix it?
George the mechanic. Oh, another great ball. Breton has a covered 2-pinner in the left, double wood. All looks to be pointing in the right direction though. Tsoumbanas opened through 2. There you go, that's a spare. 28, kept it fair. Good out for George. Keeps up with Breton's 28, but Ashlee's in the bonus. Another beauty, and this one is a strike on spare. 20 more pins just like that. Hines 57. Tsoumbanas. Good bid. Good pinning. But just 10. Well, Breton put up that 20 like that and has 2 balls coming. Doesn't miss by much, but ball speed up to 23.5 at the head pin. See a little more energy in these balls. Still in the bonus. And how's this one? How about that? A strike sandwich between 2 spares. She's going to sit down with a 68 and a ball. Giving George a little bit of his own medicine. He had 4 marks in the 3rd string in the first half. Ashlee with just 3, but hers were in succession around a strike. So George with 1 spare at 48 and a ball. Rischitelli trailing by 14 in this 4th string. Justin. That's the goalpost. He's open in the 5th. 67 half. Waters had a strike and 2 spares to start things off here. And he'll be open. Rischitelli had a strike in the 4th. Oh! The ball just swung a little too far on it for a 9. Pair of 9s for the A bowlers. Fourth string, Justin Waters leading 6-0 after winning the first 3 games with a 4:03. Pete Rischitelli looks like a queen-size bedpost. Another drive, and that would be, I don't know what that's a hockey goal post. It's a hockey goal there. 9 and 10. As opposed to the soccer goal, maybe the 7-10. Rischitelli gave that one a great run, but open in the 7th. Justin played for the side. You can tell he wasn't going for the flush ball. Had to hit it even thinner. And repeat. And 9 for Justin. 85 through 70. He's 20. He's 15 over. Sorry, with 3 marks. Rischitelli is 72. Is 2 over. Okay. Another baby split. Waters splashes it off the head pin full. Get that elastic collision sometimes. So even on a full ball, it just shatters into the 5 and crashes back. And Rischitelli sent the front pin back and doesn't connect on the corner. Waters does with the 2-pinner. 95. And the ball through 8. Waters will cross the 500 mark. Phil on this one, unless he drops 1. Oh, close. He's right at 500 through 38 boxes, it looks like. 100 pin lead with that. And Rischitelli hit the 400 mark through 8. 10 for Peter. And an 8 for Waters. Tough box for both. Peter didn't capitalize on his opportunity. Justin. Another 9 drop. 8 drop. Both splits for Rischitelli. Then a pair of 9 drops. Looking for his first mark of the second half. Waters blasted a couple of spread eagle variants in the last 2. Pete will be open. He's right at 100 right now. All right, a 101 for Pete. A 112 for Waters. That's right, and an 8-0 lead for Waters. That is our match score. And my apologies, both these bowlers are coming in on marks. 6 drop for George Tsoumbanas and 5 for Ashlee. Has a 20-pin lead after 3 marks in a row, but she's open in the 6th. $83-62, a 21-pin lead now for Breton, and the match lead is down to 15. Tsoumbanas won the first 3 by 4, 10, and 22. George picks up the naked single pin for his 2nd spare. George able to get 5 out of the head pin. Look better than that coming out of his hand. 77 through 7 complete. Ashlee at 90. The lead's down to 13 in the game. She picks up 1 more there. Breton at 99 through 8. Tsoumbanas at 85. Oh, it is a slow moving strike. Breton, her 2nd of this game. She sandwiched one around spares in the 4th. Yep. George faces a 3-1. A lot of wood, but he's going to have to jump the double wood. He decides to play the double wood in front of the 10 pin on the right. Now he's going for 10. Yeah, see, he saw the way that wood was configured. I don't think he thought he could get the splash, and he was right. Sometimes double wood will skip and shoot straight left. But George takes 9 in the 9th. He's at 94. And by the way, Ashlee at 109 and updated the scorecard. A spare on strike for Breton and a spare on the open frame for Tsoumbanas. The total is getting closer. So Ashlee's now at 129 plus a ball. George at 104. Only gets 3, and Ashlee with a 2-pinner. It's a 131. Great see, actually. My goodness, they are lighting it up. So George's 129-107 is returned with Ashlee's 131-107 on that exchange. Good way to recover after that blow. And the match score is down to 12. It's 441 to 429 in that C match. Waters the half Worcester, and Rischitelli with a quarter. Well, it's the kind of buzz saw, the three pins out of the 2-hole. The 3, 5, and 9. Beautiful look. Oh my God! It shakes, adjusts, and the 6-pin stance could easily have fallen into the 10 for a beautiful spare. Waters starts off with an 8. He's at 515 through 4. And a 1-pin lead for Rischitelli. He knows those leads will his first lead of the game, in the match. Raised his finger. Mock celebration. Waters back on the head pin. Drops 8. 6-9 remains. Rischitelli finds the left side, and oh boy, that was a little mini rack fronted by the 2-pin until the 4 fell out. Waters open. He chipped the 9-pin out from behind the 6. Rischitelli has 1 on the left, 4 in the middle, and 1 on the right. And he punched the front. Got 3 of them to fall. Waters 10. At 18, that lead. Pete holds even with him. 18 apiece after 2. Looking to salvage 2 points. The lead is now 95 for Waters. The long 3-step approach. Another one full on the head pin. Triangle in 1. 2 pieces of wood guarding the solo pin on the left. That's the 4-pin. Rischitelli is left. Waters plays the double, the crossed wood, and gets 2 pins. Rischitelli, look at a splash. Swings that one around the head pin and into the 8. Waters 10. 28. Going to take a little lead unless Pete can sweep the 3 of these. Well, he got the 10-pin in a strange way. Two-pin lead for Waters. Both bowlers open through 3 in the 5th and final string. Waters. Wow, that's the 1-5. Tim Mateo says his Worlds team used to give a prize to the bowler to get the 1-5 first because it requires a perfect ball. It's like throwing the dart right in the middle of the bullseye and getting 2. Even though you usually get more often than not, you get a spare leave. Well, actually, about as often as you get a split leave, you get a spare leave. 40% apiece. And change. Waters open with 9 and 37 after that tough leave. Rischitelli takes back 1 pin there. He's at 36. Wants this dogfight to continue. Wants a chance at the. Doesn't want to be shut out. He knows he's going up against one of the hottest bowlers in the game, Justin Waters. With the highest average in Massachusetts right now, around 130. Rischitelli thin on the 1-3 side. Has the 2-5. Oh, pretty spare pickup on the 6-10. Launched it with wood between the 6 and 10. Launched it up into the corner and down for the spare onto the 7-pin. He will not be open on any side if he can avoid it.
47 and a ball for Waters. And Rischitelli at 44. He will be open. Top of the 5th. 3 pins plus a ball for Waters. And Ashlee Breton drew to within a dozen pins of George Tsoumbanas, who won the first 3 games. That was our score. I'll show you that again. This time there's a pause in the action. Spare for Breton. Picks up where she left off in the 4th. Throw to 131. Could have been higher. She had a 2 fill in the end there. She won 131 to 107. And George is going to be open to start things here in the 5th. So Breton now in the bonus. Comes in on the 1-3 pocket. That could fall. It does. The 7 fell into the 8. And 9 pins on the fill. More importantly, she's got a great look at another spare. George is rewarded with a spread eagle for his work. Oh, played the wood. Sorry, my apologies. I had that spare in the wrong place. It's Breton with 19 through 1 and 28 through the 2nd. But George leaves 4 after the spread eagle. Pro average on spread eagle is 8.3. That was a 6, and he's at 14. And Ashlee now has a lead of 2 pins in the match. And now it's her turn to take a look at the spread eagle. See if she can beat George's 6. That's a good way to look at spread eagle. Just trust that every bowler is going to get them. And your job is to try to get a good score. Oh, sometimes you make them. About 1% of the time. Breton took out the left side. George, diamond in 1. Grabs the side saddle triangle part of the diamond. And Breton with a pro 10. That's worth four pins basically. Both bowlers had a spread eagle in different boxes. Breton with the 10, George with a 6. She now has the lead. 38 to 23. And another good ball. This split. Oh, there's a 9 drop to the 5 pin. No wood to help, but Breton has a couple pieces of wood in front. Let's see if she's gonna play them. She's gonna. And she, yeah, word from Justin Waters, that one might have gone if it was a little further left.
Oh, right on it, George.
And George, he's not done yet. 33 and a ball. 48 for Breton, though. She's pinning well when she's not marking. Another head pin, another split. George in the bonus. Trails by 15. Gets 7 on that one. He's at 40 through the 4th. Ashlee, good bid. She'll be open in the 5th. 3 splits in the third, in frames 3, 4, and 5. George now in his 3rd ball in the 5th. We'll take one for a 49.
Ashlee with a big 57. And the match lead, though, is George's. George had that big spare 7 to regain the lead, but now it's just 4 pins after he won the first 3 boxes. He leads 6-2. Waters on the spare. Gets 4 out of the left side, 51 half. Rischitelli. Needed a thin blow, but missed it. Waters still looking at 6 with his 3rd ball. Pete tied for the moment, but Waters' score has not been registered. That'll be 9, so a 9-pin lead for the defending conference champion and conference leader, Justin Waters. Another head pin, another split for Rischitelli. He's got 3 splits in the first 7. Waters, who has 3 of his own, drops 9 to a covered piece now. Oh, how about that? Beautiful pickup on the 3-1. Rischitelli. Oh, and the wood did that trick that wood will do. It turned right around the pin. And that'll be a 10. So Rischitelli needs a 9 filled. Catch up to Waters with 3 to play. How about that? Nice bid, but great piece of wood guarding the check mark. Should roll straight across. Waters, full on the head pin. That's the 3-1 that Rischitelli just made. I think mirror image of it anyway. Rischitelli. Oh no! He caught the cap of that piece, and just everything closed on the 2-5. Waters will be open. Rischitelli at 67. Good 10 there. So Rischitelli is within 1 now. Waters 78. Rischitelli 77. Waters has 1. Each bowler with 1 spare, I should say. Rischitelli misses the head pin, leaves an eagle wing fronted by the 1, by the head pin. Waters full on the head pin, splashes 9 down to the 10. Waters a 1-pin lead with 2 to. We're in the 9th. Rischitelli finds it. Oh no! Got the first 2. And Waters capitalizes with a spare of his own. Big mark there. He's at 88 and a ball. Rischitelli will take a 9. He's at 86. Both bowlers through 9. Head to head here, A action. Rischitelli will need a mark. And a fill bigger than the one Justin's about to put up. 5. Well, I'm not sure that helped. Waters! Tough spare lead, but good fill, and that's what he needed with Rischitelli Looking at the tricky 2-1. Oh, pretty bid. Nice shot. That'll do it. Yeah, Waters, who was at 95, will get at least 9, and Rischitelli will finish with a 96. Clean sweep for the ACST Southern Conference champ. Final score there, 105-96. A couple of, Justin left a couple opportunities there. He wins it by 95. Now for a close of our C match, the bottom of the 5th. Both bowlers open in the 6th. Ashlee Breton trails by 4 in the match. She leads by 8 in the game. George is wide. He gives back 2. There you go. Ashlee will fix the score. George was in the channel on that last ball, so that was a 6 for Tsoumbanas. And officially, he's at 55. Ashlee at 66. Both bowlers through 6. And it's a 1-pin match. Breton up 11 in the game. George starts and takes it back. He talks to Ashlee about what he's seeing. Sets it back. Good bid. Not there, though. Breton also open. So the score is 6-2 in match points right now, but Breton could win 6 by winning this game and holding on to the match. George takes one back in that exchange, however. 63, 75. Actually, we are tied. Mine was wrong. George is trails by 12 in the game, led by 12 in the match at the beginning. We are all square. Ashlee, right on the head pin, splits it between the 2 and 3, but gets some wood to clear out the rest. On the second ball, George with a good 10. He'll need that. Takes that pin back. 73 for George, 84 for Ashlee. Breton on the head pin. She's got double wood in front of the 4-7 for a spare. George, 2 and 2 will be open. Breton wide left. This is that opportunity. George needs pins. He doesn't get them. Ashlee takes 1 pin. And we're tied again. How about that? Down to the last box. $93.81. Both bowlers just off the head pin. A post leave for Tsoumbanas. 4 horsemen on the left. He's on the front, but does not connect. Breton grabs 2 now. George is looking at 3. He doesn't get him. Breton needs 1 or 2. She doesn't get it. And the match will go to Tsoumbanas.
The final score, well, the fifth game goes to Ashlee, 99-88. But Tsoumbanas wins the match by 1, and we'll have to check those scores, but both bowlers were facing pins in the last ball. Both, George missed, left the door open, but Ashlee couldn't connect after throwing some brilliant balls at the beginning of that. The final score, I'm going to copy this over and bring it over to the full scoreboard screen. The final score is Tsoumbanas 10-4 over Breton, and Justin Waters with a 14-0 split. A one pin win for Tsoumbanas. Well, I'm Bob Lee. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. We played with some different cameras. Thanks to Mika up for his help with that. I hope to be joined again by an announcer soon. It's really tough to run all these cameras and the scoreboard and the mark, but I hope I did service. Thanks for your interest. For now,